Good morning students. Now this class is for 10th class. That chapter is electricity and topic is Ohm's law. Resistance and resistivity and numericals based on resistance resistivity I had told in my video. And this is a skip video. Then again I use Ohm's law. What is Ohm's law? Ohm is a scientist who gave the relation between potential and current for any conductor. Then, according to Ohm's law, at constant physical conditions like temperature, area of the wire, length of the wire, the potential difference across the circuit is directly proportional to the current flowing in the circuit. According to Ohm's law, at constant physical conditions like temperature, area of cross section, length of the wire, potential difference or potential of the circuit is directly proportional to the current flowing in the circuit. V proportional to I, or we can write I proportional to V. Both are directly proportional to each other. Means if the current increase, then potential is also increased. If current is decreased, then potential is also decreased. Both are directly proportional to each other. On changing this proportionality constant, we get a new constant, that is resistance. V is equal to Ri, where R is a constant. This constant is known as a resistance of the wire. Resistance is a property of the wire, or resistance is a property of a conductor. This R is known as a resistance. This is constant terms, but it depends on some factors. This is a constant when we get potential and current. For same conductor, for same wire, the resistance will not change if the physical conditions are constant. For constant physical conditions, for given potential and current, resistance is always constant. But if the conditions are not constant, if physical conditions are not constant, then this resistance will not constant. Then this R is equal to V upon I. Now ohmic circuit and non-ohmic circuit. What are ohmic circuit and non-ohmic circuits? The circuit which follow Ohm's law is known as a ohmic circuit. The circuit which follow the Ohm's law are known as a ohmic circuit. And the circuits which does not follow Ohm's law is known as non-ohmic circuit. There are two types of circuit, ohmic circuit and non-ohmic circuit. Then which follow Ohm's law is known as ohmic circuit, which do not follow Ohm's law, that is non-ohmic circuit. In Ohm's law, we can see that R is equal to V upon I, means if you plot a graph between potential and current, if you plot a graph between potential difference and current, V versus current, then this is a straight line. And all graphs which has V and I graph is a straight line are known as a ohmic circuit. All metals follow the Ohm's law. All metals have a ohmic circuit. But Ohm's law followed only in the DC circuit, not AC circuit. For DC battery, like a battery or cell, we follow the Ohm's law. But for AC supply in our household supply, Ohm's law is not valid. Then this Ohm's law is only for the practical purpose, for the physics lab where we use cell, battery emitter, etc. VI graph is a straight line, and this straight line having some slope, some angle. From I angle, this is theta equal to slope. This slope is equal to resistance of the conductor or wire for a given wire. R is always equal to V upon I. V is along vertical axis, I is along horizontal axis. Then the graph is a straight line. The graph who have straight line are always ohmic circuit, are always follow Ohm's law. But if we reverse the graph, if we plot a graph between I and V, I is along vertical axis and V is along horizontal axis, then again we get directly proportional to each other, then we get a straight line. But straight line means it follow the Ohm's law, but theta is not equal to R. This theta is equal to 1 upon R. Why theta is equal to 1 upon R? Because I upon V is equal to 1 upon R. Then from IV graph we get 1 upon R, that is the reciprocal of resistance. Now there are some numericals, some questions based on this Ohm's law. If the graph is given for two metals A and B, their VI graph for two metals A and B, then we have to find whose resistance is more. For VI graph, both are straight line. Both are straight line means it follows the Ohm's law. This is theta 1, this is theta 2. We have to find which theta is more. This is less, theta 1 is less and theta 2 is more. Graph is VI means V is along vertical axis and I is along horizontal axis. Then theta 2 is more, it means A is more, resistance of A is more than resistance of B. In this figure, RA is greater than RB. In second figure, we plot a graph I versus V. I versus V. I is along vertical axis, V is along horizontal axis. Two angles are theta 1 and theta 2. Here theta 1 is small and theta 2 is more, but I upon V graph 1 upon R. It means theta 1 gives 1 upon R, theta 2 gives 1 upon RA, theta 1 gives 1 upon RB. This is reciprocal of earlier graph. It means RB is more than RA. In this case, I versus V, whose angle is small, resistance will be more, then RB will be more than RA. The questions on the Ohm's law, the graph on Ohm's law are important for as per CBSE board paper, CBSE exams. Then solve these graphs and more questions you do. Okay students, and again I use non-ohmic circuit. The examples of non-ohmic circuits, transistor, diode are known as a non-ohmic circuit. Which graph or which circuit does not follow Ohm's law means the graph which is not a straight line, any curved line with the except a straight line are known as a non-ohmic circuit and non-ohmic devices. Examples are diode, triode, transistor, etc. Okay students, thank you.